Welcome back to MMA Al Dente. I'm here to talk about Marc-Andre Barriault versus Julian Marquez. This is a fight between two fucking tanks. These are tanks, and I can't wait to watch it. Marquez is awesome. He's 9-3 overall, but it's a very good 9-3. He's been swimming with the sharks for some time now, and he is 32 years old, which, seems like yesterday he was like 27, but he's 32 years old and he's got 1 inch of height on Marc-Andre Barriault. Julian Marquez also, interestingly, has the shittiest nickname in the history of combat sports, the Cuban Missile Crisis. That makes Beast in 25-8 look like the Axe Murderer. Just a dog shit nickname, but aside from that, I really like him. Marc-Andre Barriault, he's 33 years old. He's got 2 inches of reach on Julian Marquez, despite giving up the inch in height. And Marc-Andre Barriault's got a record of 14-6. These guys are both just tanks. Marquez, I should have mentioned, he's never won a decision. He's 9-3. His 9 victories come 6 via KO, 3 via submission. And the submissions, I believe, are all in the UFC. So, he's definitely proven himself at the highest level here. Maybe not the highest level, but inside the UFC. He was knocked out recently by Gregory Robocop Rodriguez. Got to wonder if that's going to affect him moving forward. He is now 32. He's not some spring chicken anymore. But Chidi Njokuani himself, he wasn't knocked around by Chidi Njokuani, but he was TKO'd very quickly. Chidi went right through him, and that was a little over a year ago, I think. So these guys have both suffered their shittiest losses recently. Marc-Andre Barriault did get submitted again by Anthony Fluffy Hernandez in round 3 with an arm triangle choke. So they have been finished a few times at the UFC level. They're not the durable tanks maybe they once were, but still, these guys are two durable tanks. And I think Marc-Andre Barriault should win the battle of the tanks. I think he is the guy that brings more pressure. More steady pressure. He will be steadily pressuring Julian Marquez. Marquez is the more opportunistic finisher, and that's something I always like about him. He's kind of tricky. Looks like he's not in the fight sometimes. That Maki Pitolo fight, holy shit. But he's a game fighter that, will snatch up your neck, will knock you out like he did to Phil Hawes. Julian Marquez is a problem because he's definitely got some heart, and he's really got grit. But Marc-Andre Barriault is a very tough guy, and if Julian Marquez isn't able to get him out of there and they go to a decision, these guys, I think Marc-Andre Barriault wins. As far as Marc-Andre Barriault getting Julian Marquez out of there, it's possible. He's got 10 finishes in his 14 wins, but generally at this level, I think both these guys, they're very tough, and neither one of them has the most dangerous offense, to be honest. I expect this one to definitely go longer, if not go the distance. I really expect it to go to the distance. And I think Marc-Andre Barriault is going to win. He's the more reliable tank, in my opinion. I think Julian Marquez will need big moments to win, but Marc-Andre Barriault will be in his face. Really, it comes down to, I guess, even before all that pressure and shit comes into play, who's going to try to wrestle and who's going to win the wrestling battle. Because if not, then I guess it's anybody's fight if these guys are both on the feet. But still, I think Barriault overall will be winning with pressure, and if they are fighting on the feet, volume, which is really just another form of pressure, striking pressure. But I like Barriault to win, just in general, with being the more reliable guy and the more, pressure-based fighter. So him winning by decision is plus 350. I've played that and his money line at minus 145, but I really do think he wins a decision. Julian Marquez, he's only been finished once, and it was by Robocop, who hits harder than anybody in the fucking world, and it's forgivable. But there are too many variables, again, both these guys being knocked out for the first time in the last year and about to enter their mid-30s. Who knows? Shit can change. But again, I'm going with Barriault. I'm betting on Barriault. Like, share, subscribe, all that horse shit.